Suzy.
Hi, Joe.
We're back. Today is, I think, going to be another fun topic. Well, they're all fun.
They are. Thank you very much.
Every one of them is fun. But
Right.
today's fun is about a real situation that happened yesterday. Yesterday.
Okay.
And I was having a mini meltdown over, okay, we have all these tools and technology. There has to be a better way to do this. And it ends up being...
I love that you always ask that question.
Yes, always, because there's always a better way. So the situation is between Sean and me, and sometimes we have a communication block, and we sit right across from each other too. And we have a communication block about what happens when we sign a new client, and what's the information that he needs out of it, and then what's the information that I need, so that, can do billing and set them up for, getting emails and put in like the information for the invoicing and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
So
I'm so glad to be included.
What we used to do until yesterday was like Sean would just forward me the signed agreement, put some little notes in the email, and that was it. And then I would, cherry pick the agreement and then look at and have to read it all and all that. And it's like, you know what? There's got to be a better way. There really does. So we also
you taught him how to input it.
So what I did is we're going to collaborate better, because then I don't have to bother him. He can work on this whenever he wants, and then if I have questions or something, we can kind of work, instead of synchronously, we can work asynchronously, and then let, because it's nothing that's earth-shattering, pressing, but it also is where it has to get done.
Yes, and you would like it to have been done when you're looking for it.
Correct. So we also had this spreadsheet that we used, that's for looking at all the clients, what are we billing them? Does there need to be adjustments over time, whatever, right? So the thought was, let's kill two birds with one stone. Let's use the spreadsheet
let's enter it at the beginning.
And let's use it for two purposes. And then let the automation help us to do things. So that's what I'm going to show today.
Okay.
And it's kind of amazing. So
let's see. I can hardly wait.
Besides the fact that Sean and me can be in it together and work on it at the same time, there's also these nifty features that are now included with all the versions of Excel, of Word, of PowerPoint, where you can so one is like a conversation bubble. And when you hit that, so what I did is I tagged Sean and I said, I made the spreadsheet for you. Would you like to update it now? So what that does is so it's because we're working in our channel called Suzy and Joe Videos.
Right.
That will automatically post a message into the posts of the channel with a link to the file. And it's my message. I made the spreadsheet for you. Would you like to update it now? So because of tagging him, that will automatically send him a notification in Teams because he was tagged.
Okay.
So if this wasn't here, his name, then it would just put a message in the posts, but then he'd have to know to go look at it, or it would turn the title of the channel would turn bold, and then it would say, oh, you have something unread. So first number one awesomeness is I made the spreadsheet, and then because of tagging him, he's now notified, hey, Joe did something and he wants you to look at it. So there's step one. Then when you get into the spreadsheet, there's another button in Excel and Word and PowerPoint that's called the catch-up button. And it looks like a pulse, like on a heart monitor pulse. And you hit it. So it says, anytime you reopen the file, it will tell you, here's the things that have happened since you last opened the file. But you can also go and look at all the changes with all the edits. So there's a link to say show changes. So now here's the activity So if you open this up and there's, no comments, no anything, you can see exactly what somebody did because it'll give their name.
Right.
It'll tell them the cell, the sheet and the cell that they edited and what did it change to, what was it before and what was it now, that's amazing to me.
That is
That's
amazing.
amazing
It's
to me.
stunning.
Of this kind of like level of like just
Help.
yes, help. Right. That's the best way to say it is help. So then I see here that Sean added something into A6, and here's A6.
Okay.
And he wrote, here is something I just added. So now I know that he made a change. If this was a huge spreadsheet, you'd be like, well, what changed? Well, now you know. You can go like, oh, H22 changed.
And you can go straight and see it.
And you can go straight and see it. The other thing that's really awesome with all this collaboration now built into the applications is you also have the comment feature. So in any of these cells here, you can right click and then there's an option that says new comment.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is you can make a comment about this cell of like, it could be for yourself. It could just be to have it in like just a list of comments, or like what Sean did, he tagged me in this one.
Uh-huh.
And so you can do the @ mention. So when you start typing in the person's name with the @ symbol, that once you make the comment, that is the way that it notifies you.
I got it.
Automatically.
Uh-huh.
And to show you a cool example, here is a comment. And so it actually says here, here's the comment.
Uh-huh.
Here's the name of the document.
Uh-huh.
Here's the comment. And then it even puts in, okay, here's the cell that he commented on.
And you could go there and click on it and see it.
This gives the actual data of the cell that he commented on right here with the comments. And that's just an automatic notification straight from Microsoft. So as opposed to, because you know how this goes.
Yes, I do.
You know how this goes. We send the file to a bunch of people, or we have it in Teams, but then it's like, okay, hey, I added another sheet of all the customer data, and then maybe somebody will send like a chat message, and then what happens? All these conversations become disconnected.
Yeah,
they're all
exactly.
Disconnected. So it's like, okay, I know Sean sent that to me in the chat, but where is it in the chat? You don't have to do that. You can keep it all within that one file. And if you notice, like we've never gone outside of Teams. We've never done anything with email where we have sent an email, which is amazing. And we've kept everything with the conversation about the data or whatever we're working on.
And you're up to date.
You're up to date.
And you can send out something saying, I've done this. And when somebody else makes a comment,
right then and there. Or because like,
or it's there when you look later.
Yes, it's there when you look later, because let's say you don't look at email, consistently throughout the day.
Right.
But you know that like at least the notification is there. Plus you'll also see the notification within the documents that, hey,
so you don't need
have
to look back through all those messy emails to see who said what to who.
Right. Or even the chat gets a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You're talking about 7 different things and you're like, okay, I know it's here.
Right.
So we can do everything within the context of the thing we're working on, the spreadsheet, the Word document, the PowerPoint. We can do it all from here. And it's incredible. So I'm just going to write
what
hi.
A gift.
And it just stays with the document.
That
it's all with
that it is hooked to the document is huge. Because you're not searching all
right. You're not searching. So it's like you set it up, you have it in Teams, or you have it in let's say it's in your own OneDrive instead. Doesn't matter. All the features are there. And then when you share this with other people, let's say you shared it with an outside person, well, they see all that too. They'll see the comment history, or, oh, there's a comment on this cell. What does that mean? Or,
It's so amazing because I just had this question come from Nancy at the depot. And if I had had it all in a spreadsheet, she would have only had to look there. Oh my God.
So, and then we've also kind of reinforced the point of when we put it all in one place and we point everybody to the one place,
Yes.
magic happens.
It does.
Magic happens. So, and and this is a very teeny example, very, very teeny, but for our purposes yesterday, and then for anyone's purposes going forward, it's such a simple way to collaborate just so efficiently. And plus, because time is money.
Way to go, Joe.
Thanks, Suzy. Oh, that was solid.
That's solid.
That was solid. So I am Joseph Markovich from JCMA.
And I'm Suzy Vance.
And hopefully, again, we've blown your mind on this Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.